Welcome back, my friends, to Marvel Snap. If you guys have been following any of my other deck guides, then you know what most of my favorite cards are already, and this deck is incorporating most of them all together. I absolutely love this version of Self-Discard. It's not got Heimdall. Heimdall's my favorite archetype, but it's not a movement deck. Here, we are playing the Self-Discard suite of cards. We have the boring and basic Blade, Lady Sif, Sword Master. We are supercharging their discard effects with Wong on reveal. Your on reveal abilities at this location happen twice. So our goal is to be able to set up Wong, dump all of the discard engine pieces, and then have them cut up our targets, Swarm and Apocalypse, over and over again, fueling both Morbius and the Collector. The Collector, when a card enters your hand from anywhere except your deck, +2 power, which Swarm and Apocalypse both count for. We're rounding out everything else with the Nakia to be able to buff Swarm. We have dropped playing Okoye. She's just too expensive after the last balance patch. Wolverine is here as a potential extra target, but I also feel like he's a weak link on the deck. We're playing Scorpion now because he's just so effective at being able to debuff the opponent's hand, so he's a fill slot. And then we have Dracula as a final discard. So our goal is to be able to set up Dracula to chew up the Apocalypse one more time, additionally fueling our engine cards and then turning himself into the mighty Apocalypse. We've also cut Strong Guy here because Strong Guy just got too expensive, and the synergy between Dracula and Apocalypse is very strong, and it also cuts out what Strong Guy wanted to do. So here we are. The deck is fairly affordable in terms of how many pool 3 cards we're using. We're using Wong, we're using Dracula, but otherwise they're very accessible cards. You can get a lot of extra mileage on this one. As we bring back to the normal overlay, you can get a lot of extra mileage on this one if you go to some of the pool 3 discard effect cards like Moon Knight, Hellcow, Gambit, or Gauntlet. Any of those guys is going to be able to fill in. You're going to cut Sword Guy first. He's just too expensive to be very strong. Let's play... Honestly, I'm going to play Scorpion while my opponent has a number of cards in hand. Just be able to debuff all of that, please. They set up Collector. We play Scorpion. There we are. How does it feel? You didn't want to play those cards, did you? I hope not. Now we're looking to be able to set up Collector. Ongoing effects are disabled here. We need to be careful. Collector is not an ongoing effect, which is fantastic. Morbius is. And Wong is. Those are our 2 ongoing effects. Cable draws from us, naturally. So this seems like a fairly standard Collector deck. I wonder what kind of spice he is bringing in. Let's see. What do we want to be able to dump? We could play Dracula here. Dracula is also not ongoing. He could go wherever we please with him. We have Swarm, but Lady Sif is going to target a guaranteed high cost card. I feel like maybe we just set up Dracula here and try and experiment from there. We would really love to be able to see, especially Apocalypse right now, with the Lady Sif guaranteeing to get a trigger onto the Apocalypse. We get Nakia instead. This feels like our draws have just been a little dead this time through. What do we like? What do we like? Honestly, we could play Nakia into Lady Sif. If we play Lady Sif here, she could hit the Swarm. These are all even odds for the Lady Sif to be able to target. And if she hits Swarm, we're very happy. Wolverine, we're happy. Morbius, we're sad. Let's see what we got. Our opponent had snapped. I'm not feeling great about this. They bring in White Queen to be able to continue to buff Devil Dinosaur and the Collector. And we have Scorpion to be able to reach out. Oh, we hit the Swarm! Yes! Ah, the power. So we get +4 on the Collector. We get 2 free 5-power cards. And we enter the final turn. Okay. I love our options here. We're going to be able to have Dracula cut up Swordmaster at the very end here to go +7. And then in the meantime, we would like to be able to fill up Xandar. I mean, this takes us up 10 to 13. If the Collector only goes +2, our opponent has a full hand. I was checking if he's going to be able to Moon Girl. is really what I was doing there. The efficiency on this final turn, I'll be frank, was not amazing. What does he have, potentially? He's not built up a beast deck. I'm going to play it to see how it ends. I'm very curious what our opponent is going to pull on the final turn. He probably has the capacity to get the collector up and over their sentinel. He's fully disregarding the Isle of Silence. Quite interesting here. But this is going to keep Devil Dino high and the collector fueled up. Scarlet Witch flips over Xandar. We actually like this. This is to our advantage. He had 4, we had 3, so that's the buff for us. Ant-Man. Okay. Do we actually have a chance? Is there actually no? Yes! We got it because we were able to exactly tie in Hellfire Club. Dracula cutting up Sword Guy. Very end. And then we were within 3, so we win the tie at 0-11. Oh, what a play. I love it. Ooh, they flip Iceman. All right, so we're into our next match here. Swarm Collector, Lady Sif, Wolverine. Quite happy with this opening draw. Lady Sif getting tagged by the Iceman. All right, Weird World is going to flip things on their head. We draw Death. Well, thank you. I'm never going to be able to play this. Unless our opponent... Yeah, I'm never going to be able to play that. I can just discard it with Lady Sif. Sure. Let's see how this goes. If he's playing a self-destruction archetype deck, Wolverine is interesting because he actually fuels. He plays with that, and we get the Hood. The Hood plays with the Collector, and the Collector's going to get buffed from Weird World every single time. Snap. We snap it now. Okay. We just have to hope that we have a way to be able to destroy the Hood. That we're going to be able to draw that off our opponent. So frankly, we'll put Wolverine right next to him here. They're going to play the wave before we're able to get... No, we can do it. My buddy. He didn't know that we drew Death. Oh, he didn't know we drew Death. And we have Taskmaster. I don't think we're... Ooh, are we going to be able to play Taskmaster next round? We are. He's a 5 cost by default. So then we get the double death. This is... Okay, so you guys came to be able to see the Wong Double Discard. No side of Wong anywhere. But this is basically the best version of Death Wave that I have ever come across. And I love it. Alright, so Killmonger is going to be able to destroy the Hood. That'll get rid of the -2 penalty that we are facing over there. Hulk is doing okay up against Death. He's holding his own, so maybe... I feel like Taskmaster is still going to be on event. Well, I have to play it there. I'm over here debating, and Avengers Compound went off, so I have to play there. And then we've got Demon, Killmonger... If we can play this suite of cards, because Lady Sif got the extra cost, we're not going to be able to cut up the Swarm. That makes me a little sad, because if we had, we would have been able to fuel the Collector even more. But Weird World just fuels the Collector, and frankly, to an unfair level. Alright, what's the combo here? What is the final piece that we would like? Frankly, Doc Ock to Avengers Compound backed up with Demon over... there it is. Yes! Weird World ad made us just incredible, and them drawing our cards were not nearly as useful to them. I love it. Mur Island here. We are back, looking to be able to actually play Wong. Which is kind of the headline trick of the deck. We're going to go Scorpion here. Scorpion as the flex spot is interesting. I think I would actually drop, if I was to try and consider how you improve the deck, I would actually drop Wolverine before dropping Scorpion, as I collect more discard synergy pieces. We're going to go Morbius here. 1, 2, and 3 cost cards cannot be played here, and then Sewer System cards are weaker. That's a little rough. They go Lockjaw. interesting that they would play Lockjaw here. Okay. We have Wong. I love it. So Wong goes down to the sewers. Next round, we'll be able to play both Swordmaster and Blade. Cut Apocalypse and Swarm to bits. And empower Morbius. Sandman. Well, Sandman... Oh, no, because Nightcrawler comes up. Did the opponent not understand what was happening there? I feel like they actually wanted Sandman to come in. Then again, they hadn't seen that I set up the Wong and want to be able to combo here. I would like Collector on board when I do all of these combos, though. Oh, no. Do I just go Blade to be able to have Collector on field? I think that is actually... Is it slightly better or is it worse? This is a tight one. I get 2 discards. If it happens to be on Swarm, I'm very happy. If not, I'm not nearly as happy. I think I do this. Just to be able to get as many discards here, fuel the Apocalypse. Who knows? Maybe, well, I don't even care if the Collector survives. He has to be visible to... He has to be on board to see the cards come back into hand to gain the power. We cut up Swarm. Fantastic. Cut up the Collector. I figured that would happen. Now we are... Okay. More Swarm. Is Swarm going to be able to play to Crimson Cosmos? Because it is now a 0 cost rather than a 1, 2, or 3. We got no strength on Apocalypse. What happened here, man? Nope. So Crimson Cosmos reads... It should read cards... Well, basically it's only reading the card's default cost. If it has a changed cost... So that's the base cost. If you change the cost, it only looks at base for Crimson Cosmos. Meaning that I really can't use all of this Swarm. Quite sad. Do I just 0 out? I think I do. We stretch it as much as we can. Now the question is, do we snap? Our opponent has a hand of 4 cards and he has a Lockjaw set up to be able to fish through his deck. But we're going +6. Zeroing out and going up. I'll snap. Our opponent has only played 3 cards. We've played a whole lot more. Come on. What's the big finish? I want to see it. Okay, he swings Nightcrawler to win Crimson Cosmos. Yes. I flip Swarm. He goes White Tiger. Which doesn't win Sewer System. Okay, that's a weak... Oh, but he gets the... And then he pulls a new one, which is Jubilee. Oh, but there's no space to pull yet another one. And then he's got Blade, which cuts Infinite. Yeah, that's what he was fishing for. He got White Tiger again? No way. Ah, and it hit the same location? Okay. Should I be mad? I don't know. I mean, it was just kind of impressive to see the slot machine roll there. Wong Blade Lady Sif, I love it. We're going to get to show off the combo. Swordmaster as well. All right. So we have every single discard piece available. Now we just have to draw directly into our engine cards. We'll see. You walk a fine line with the deck in choosing the balance between cards that affect discards, cards that are good targets. Sinister London. Sinister London's going to be amazing. Because we can set up a double Nakia into a double Wong. As long as we get a few cards that will be able to benefit from enormous discard potential. Invisible Woman. Okay. And Sanctum Sanctorum. Well, we don't mind Sanctum Sanctorum. As long as we have Sinister London to be able to get in there anyway. So there's the buff. And the double buff. Swordmaster at 411 feels pretty good. Yeah, we're not even going to be able to score Atlantis. And there's the Apocalypse. Incredible. So now we're looking to be able to thin our hand down as efficiently as possible. So Dracula can consume Apocalypse. And actually, if we can... Is there an angle where we get 2 Draculas? that will both be able to eat Apocalypse. I think that the board clogs up too quickly. Because I would equally like double Collector here. And then say the Lady Sif. That feels quite good to chop Apocalypse up into teeny tiny pieces. No, don't go to Atlantis. I can naturally play to Atlantis. Go to Sanctum Sanctorum. I have the double on Sanctum Sanctorum. Okay, please. Cross your fingers, guys. Give me your energy. Sanctum Sanctorum. I swear, if it goes to Atlantis. Yeah. Oh, I played to Atlantis. Dark days, my friends. Alright, normally I would like to play Dracula and Morbius here, but we just have to play Apocalypse. Can we snap? Probably. I feel like 21 points is pretty insurmountable. Our opponent has not done all that much. We'll take it. Apocalypse at 20 strength. It's a 20 strength. And if we had had more play space, we could have done Dracula Morbius. But then you're left with Blade, Swordmaster. I don't know if that's the play. Is he going to kit? Okay. If he hit the Apocalypse, I would have lost it. Lady Sif cuts him. Hela brings the Infinite back. Oh, Hela. Okay, so Hela has Jubilee. That fishes from the deck. And then, wow, what an end. That is crazy. Hela's amazing. He gave us a run for the money in the end. If Gambit had struck down Apocalypse, it looks like we still eke out the win. So why... Am I crazy? Why not play Hela to Sinister London to get the duplication? To just, that would win, wouldn't it? It has to win. That she can play all cards you discarded from hand. Ah, there's 0 discarded. Okay, so that would not work. Well, you would have gotten an extra 6 points over here, which would have equalized here. And then it's depending on who has the most points. Okay, I've dissected this endgame enough. Hela to Sinister London would have been better, would not have won. And that's the deck. This self-discard archetype is so much fun to be able to play, and it has legs to be able to improve as we continue to collect the tier 3 or pool 3 discard suite of cards, looking for that Hell Cow immediately to replace Swordmaster. He's just too expensive to really feel good in this deck. But let me know down in the comments how you guys would improve the deck, and especially which cards you would start to cut as you draw the pool 3 cards, and if there's any other creative combos that you guys see here. Leave a like if you've been enjoying the deck guides, and until next time, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.